Hey friends, Editing Hampton here. Thank you so much for clicking the video. I just want to say that while I was editing this video that you're about to watch, I almost didn't release it. I almost didn't because it ended up being a lot longer than I thought it would. Not everyone is interested in the topic, and it was pretty hot when I recorded it, so try as I might, I was still sweating visibly during the video in 4K, of all the videos to do in 4K. But I did decide to go ahead and release it because even though not everyone cares about this, I like being upfront. I like being transparent about all the stuff I'm doing. And some people were worried. People were genuinely concerned, as I'll explain in the video, that I was going bankrupt because I wasn't taking sponsorships. And the other side of that is I didn't want to seem too altruistic. It's really not that rare. I don't want people to think I'm a better person than I am for not taking sponsorships. There are some personal reasons and there's some business reasons for doing it. So I don't want you to think I'm a better person than I am, especially if I ever do take a sponsorship. I don't want that feeling to come back and bite me in the butt. But I really hope you like it. I try to be upfront with everything about it, and I think some people who are confused as to how I offer so much stuff for free, I think they will understand more when I show you my exact business model and how I plan to make money. So I hope you like it and enjoy. Bye. Hello my friend, it is your brother Hampton from Hybrid Calisthenics. Today I just wanted to make a quick video to address a question I've been getting a lot recently in my messages, emails, and comment sections. Now I don't know if this is because a video of mine trended on a platform I don't know about somewhere. I don't always catch that, so I do appreciate it when people link me. But I've been getting some people who seem genuinely concerned and ask me, Hampton, how do you make money if you don't take sponsorships? Now this is something I've mentioned casually a few times in a few videos somewhere. I didn't think it was that unusual, but these people really seem concerned, and I've been getting increasing amounts of these questions, so I want to address this. But they ask, Hampton, how do you make money without taking sponsorships? This seems unsustainable. We don't mind if you do. We don't want you to go bankrupt. Well, first of all, I just want to say that I feel so honored and so loved that people take time out of their day to reach out to me about something like this, just out of concern for me, someone they know through the internet and they saw a video of. So I really do feel touched by that. So thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. And second, I have good news to reassure you. I don't want to go bankrupt either. So I don't necessarily have anything against taking sponsorships. I might do one someday if I want to or if I have to. I just haven't taken one for hybrid calisthenics yet. Now I do get plenty of offers. You start getting offers even if you have a relatively small audience of a couple thousand. But my opinion is and has always been that if I like a product, brand, or service enough to want to talk about it and recommend it, then I usually want to do that for free. Like if I like a fitness product or a brand of coffee and I'm like, this thing is really good, it's the best one I've ever had, I want to share that with you all. Part of the platform is about serving you, but one of the ways I do that is recommending things that I like, that I've experienced, and telling you this thing works not so well and this thing works great. I just don't really feel like I need to get paid for that. And it's a similar thing with those Amazon affiliate links where if you use my link to buy a product that I recommend, I get a commission and a percentage of that. Once again, I'm not necessarily against that. I don't really have anything against it, and I might do it someday, maybe. My issue with that has always been that while I recognize and appreciate that the vast majority of you who regularly watch my content would be okay with that, and you would believe me if I said that I like a product and here's a link, and if you use my link, I get a percentage of that sale. Most of you would be okay with that. Every time I've considered doing it, I just don't want it, because I read almost all my comments, and I just don't want to deal with the even small percentage of people who say, hey, you're selling out, we think you're only pushing this product so you can get money, so you can get like the 10 bucks or 20 bucks or whatever that makes you. I just don't want to deal with that, especially because right now I don't have to. And I recognize that's a blessing in itself. I recognize that's a privilege to be able to say that because not everyone is able to do that. So I do recognize that I'm blessed, but right now I don't have to do that for money, so that's why I've chosen not to so far. And once again, if I like a product, then I usually want to talk about it for free. I want to share it with you all. And on the other hand, if I don't like a product, if I actually have tried it and I have a bad experience with it, then there's not really anything you can pay me to get me to change my mind and recommend it when I actually don't. And of course, there's always some people in our community who I love on our Discord or Cultivate who say, Hampton, we're gonna call you out on that. Really, you wouldn't take any amount of money. If a protein bar company offered you like $1 billion or something ridiculous like that to talk about their product, you wouldn't do it. And first of all, most importantly, they wouldn't offer me $1 billion for that. But to be honest, if they did, I would probably take it and just be upfront about it. I would go on all our platforms and say, hey, this protein bar company offered me a ridiculous amount of money to talk about this. So I decided to talk about it, even though I don't really know anything about it. I'd be honest and say, I don't have any experience with this protein bar, but they offered me a lot of money and I'm gonna give away $100 million of that. I feel like nobody would complain, people would be okay with that. Everyone wins. But stuff like that isn't going to happen. That's all hypothetical. But if it did, that's all if I'm neutral about a product. If I don't really care one way or the other about the protein bar. To say I like a product that I don't like, if I've experienced a product, I've tried it, and I actually dislike it, and you want me to lie and say that I recommend it for money? Nah, there's just not really anything you can pay me, because the thing is, I don't need $1 billion. I don't need $1 million. It might be nice to have. There's definitely some things I could buy with that money, people I could help with that money, but I don't need it. And there are other ways that I can make $1 billion. It doesn't have to be this one. And I've talked about this before, but I'll mention it here again. If I made enough money to retire, or if someone offered me enough money to where I could retire and not work for the rest of my life, and I could do whatever I wanted, I would just do this. Making content for y'all, making videos, and connecting with the community is what I enjoy doing. It's what I would do if I didn't have to do anything else. It is a lot of work. It is a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fun. So at the end of the day, I'm not really doing this to get rich. I'm doing this because I enjoy it, and it also seems to help other people. People seem to connect with it, and it seems to help them, which I also enjoy. And as for money, I just want to reassure those of you that are worried about me, I'm covered. I'm covered. I probably should have said that at the beginning of the video. I do apologize. I'm not rich at all, but I'm covered. Now, I don't mind sharing how I make money. There are many different ways, but for example, video ads. When you watch a video of mine on YouTube and you see that ad, that makes me a little bit of money. Like a fraction of a penny per view, but that adds up, so I really appreciate it. We very recently put some ads on our website too, so same thing with that. And when you buy products from me, that also helps. So thank you once again. Now, some are merchandise and some are part of a clothing line that I'm slowly building. And another thing is we're also going to start selling fitness products again. We're going to reopen the fitness store. I get asked about gym rings almost every day. I think I get asked every day. And for those of you that want it, these gym rings will be back in stock very soon, like a month or so. And this time we're going to try to keep them in stock too. So thank you so much for your patience. See, these chickens just don't understand my filming schedule. Anyway, so we're going to expand and add things like pull-up bars, resistance bands, yoga mats, and so on. I'm working with my favorite manufacturer, the best manufacturer I've ever worked with so far, so I'm really excited. My goal is to create a one-stop online fitness store with excellent products at a reasonable price. And while this can make a decent amount of money, a good chunk of money, I see it as just another service that I'm trying to provide for people. And what I mean by that is while some people will buy the products just to support me, and I love and appreciate them for that, I want the primary customer to be someone who needs the products anyway. Does that make sense? Like if someone needs a pull-up bar, I want to be able to say, hey, I happen to sell those if you want to get them from me. Yes, other people sell them, but it'd be cool if you got it from me. That's it. I'm just making it available. And if you're wondering why I'm talking about this when this is a fitness channel, well, I make videos about a lot of different topics, and the title of this video was about monetization anyway, so I figure I might as well go into detail. Obviously, there are a lot of different ways to make money, a lot of different things that you and I can do to make money. But I found that what I really enjoy doing is serving other people, like I mentioned before, giving them things that they want and or need, and bringing value to them. And I see money as a byproduct of bringing value to them, not the main purpose. So I would compare it to me building a house. If I were to build a house, I'm probably going to end up with a fair amount of sawdust at the end of it. But the purpose was the house, not the sawdust. I would call myself a house builder, not a sawdust collector. And yes, I know, some of you are thinking and typing this right now, Hampton, that's all well and good, but we do need money to survive. We do need money to live and thrive. And I'm aware of that. I'm aware. I was not born rich. I'm not rich now. I have struggled with money before, in the past. And that's why I said that I recognize that I am blessed enough to be covered, that I consider it a privilege that I'm able to say, hey, I don't feel like taking sponsorships. But because I have that privilege, I feel obligated to use that privilege in a way that serves you all the best. Like I mentioned, I'm not against making money. I'm not even against sponsorships, but I'm not against monetization. But given that I can do that right now, that I have the luxury of doing that in a way that I feel like serves people the best, that's what I want to do. Making something like fitness products available, having gym rings available, takes at least some work. It takes a fair amount of capital, marketing, and shipping capabilities in order to make that possible. And I consider that a service that I provide for people. Talking about a product that I either don't really know or don't necessarily like enough to want to talk about it, I don't really consider that a service, because I could potentially do that for free. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I can talk about products that I like for free. I can talk about a coffee brand that I like for free. It'd be pretty hard to make gym rings available for free. I've shown you how to make them for free in a video that I'll link somewhere up here, but actually giving away the physical products, I don't know of a way that I can do that right now, and that's why they're for sale, and that's the way that I choose to make money. I hope that makes sense. So that's what I have today. I hope this reassures some people. That's why I made the video. I know not everyone is interested, but I've been getting a fair amount of concerned messages and questions about this, so I decided to make this video and upload it just to reassure some people. And I'll end out with this. My joke business plan that I like to bring up sometimes is to deeply connect with, impact, and help 1 million people. 1 million people. And then ask if I can borrow $20. And I mean to keep doing this for another 30, 40, 50 years, to radically improve the lives of 1 million people. 1 million people who know me, which might not be possible, I don't know. But they know me enough and I've helped them enough to where they'll say, man, Hampton's kind of old. he's kind of old. Let's give him 20 bucks so he can retire. It's not a good business plan. It's not a good business plan. It's not serious. Don't try to model it. But I do sometimes make decisions as if that were the actual plan. But yes, thank you so much for joining me. I guess this was an episode of Coffee with Hampton. I'm not sure. It was probably shorter than the usual ones. Maybe it's an espresso shot with Hampton. But I'll be back with more videos this coming week. I can't wait to share. I really hope they help. Have a beautiful day, my friend.